Hello, Virgo. Thank you for stopping by Moonlit Tarot to get your April 2019 love reading. Virgo, I'm not feeling very good. I don't know if y'all aren't feeling very good, if this is y'all's energy, because I felt really compelled to do your reading, or if I'm just not feeling good and I need to get some rest. This is going to be your love reading for April 2019. Energy does flip-flop. Some of you are dealing with an Aries. So when I'm talking about Virgo or your partner, just sort of pick a side, okay? Pick a side. If you're a Virgo cross-watcher, I could be talking about you when I say Virgo. I don't know, you know. You'll know. And this is going to be about your relationship. We're going to look at the current situation, your feelings, their feelings, and obstacles and blocks to your relationship. And we'll ask for some advice, and then we'll kind of see how things go moving into April, how the future turns out. So Virgo, I feel like some of you have been working too hard, just working your fingers to the bone. You're driven. You're being driven by something. How this relates to love at this time, I don't know, but let's get into it a little bit. Let me say my prayers here. Calling to the angels, archangels, spirits that come from the bright white light, ancestors, gods and goddesses, ascended masters, all those that come from the bright white light that wish to assist Virgo in matters of the heart, please come through. What is the current situation, please, for Virgo and their partners? What is the current situation for Virgo and their partners? And one more time. That'll be it. Current situation, Virgo, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. That could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Seven of Wands in the upright. So, and the Emperor. I mentioned Aries at the very beginning. I had a very strong Aries vibe for you guys. Or it could just be someone with a lot of fire energy. Let me see what's going on here. Someone's acting out of bitterness. Someone's not really coming from a heart space. It's more like they're coming from bitterness. It's sort of like when I see this card, what I'm seeing right here is a situation where on one side, actually both sides are being harsh, and there's a lot of defensive behavior between the two of you. There's some fighting going on. Somebody has some control issues, and then on the other side of it, we've got someone that's really bitter and feeling wounded and feeling, I don't want to say victimized. It's not victimized that you're feeling. It's more like, why does this happen to me every single time? Why is this always happening to me? Why is this continually happening to me? What did I do to deserve it? Seven of Wands in the upright. It gives me the feeling that you're feeling very defensive. Then we have the Emperor here sitting on his throne. Very wise. However, the Emperor can also be somewhat controlling and unbending, unwilling to change their views. You're hurting because you can't seem to communicate. You can't get across what it is you're trying to get across to your lover. You love your lover. You love your partner. You really, truly do. But you're seeing them as unbending, unyielding, unwilling to listen to you. It's kind of like, also some of you are feeling backed into a corner, like, no matter what I say or do, it's not going to make any difference. And for many of you, it feels like this has happened to you many, many, many times before. So Virgos, I think I'm dealing with the Virgos here that are in a cycle. It's a cycle for sure. It's a cycle. It's a sort of the cycle of your life story here with love and the patterns that you have noticed in your life. It's got you bitter to the point where you're sick. It's like affecting you physically. Affecting me physically. I can tell you that. So yeah, definitely arguments, unbending, unyielding. Both of you are completely disconnected. It's not that there's not love, but it's love that you felt in the past for this person, because right now, there's no love at all. There's just no love. It's just, I want to say suspicion on your end, Virgo, and then on their end, it's more like, you're gonna it's either my way or the highway kind of deal. And, you know, Virgo, for some of you that are watching, or this may be Virgo, for some of you, this might be something that you used to find attractive, and now you're at a point in time in your life where you're like, okay, I'm tired of ending up with a partner that behaves this way. I'm tired of feeling like I have to defend myself. My ideas, I heard that. So like you have an idea, for an example, like I have, you know, a place I want to go. Like I want to go to this restaurant, whatever, for dinner. And it's a new place that y'all have never been to before. And your partner's just like, why would you want to do that? What's wrong with you? You know, like it's just, they're not listening. They're not hearing a word that you say. And they just expect you to continue going on like everything is okay. And it's just not. You're not okay, Virgo. You're not okay in this. Let's move forward. Let me pick up your energy, your heart space. Where is Virgo? How's Virgo feeling in their hearts? What is the energy and love for Virgo? The sun. So there's still warmth in your heart for sure. Safety. It's like almost exactly the opposite of everything I just said. So let's get into this a little deeper, guys. The Ace of Wands in reverse. So this makes perfect sense. It's like, I have passion for you, but it's stifled. I can't get anywhere with it. And look at this sun next to this Ace of Wands in reverse. What beautiful things you have to offer, Virgo. Nobody's seeing it. Nobody can see it because it's in the reverse. So they don't even see what you're holding up. And the moon, secrets. We have the sun and the moon with the wands, Ace of Wands in the middle. So this is definitely very strong. Very strong emotions that you're having right now. Virgo, I hope you can see that. I'm trying to get to where y'all can see the cards. But let's just look at the sun and the moon for a second. With the sun, everything's out in the open. I mean, the baby doesn't even have any clothes on. Everything's open. Nothing is hidden. With the moon, it's all hidden. There's a lot hidden. So a lot of people see the moon as a negative card. I never really do. I kind of see the moon as a necessary part of human nature. We keep things hidden inside of us for a reason. So there is some real conflict going on here with you and the way you're feeling, Virgo. It's like you are so ready and willing to give love to your partner, and you're beginning to realize how much you truly have to offer, and yet it's just like hitting a wall. You're hitting these walls here with the moon. Okay, you can't get through. You just keep hitting the wall over and over and over again. Cancer, Leo, Aries, whatever. I'm seeing a lot of fire energy in this reading. So let's go ahead and move into how your partners are feeling. So how are Virgo's partners feeling, please? Eight of Cups in reverse. They're struggling to leave something behind that they need to leave behind here. Two of Wands in reverse. Plans have been thwarted. and the Nine of Swords. So wow, no wonder your partner's sitting up here with this face. A lot of anxiety, worry, and fear. With this Eight of Cups in reverse, it's sort of like, okay, I've left something behind that was bad for me, but I have nothing to fill up those cups with. The cups are empty. It's like leaving behind an old habit and not having a new habit to replace it with. I don't know if that makes any sense. So your partner is feeling quite lost here, quite lost. Some of you Virgos may be keeping secrets from your partner. Your partner had a plan. Your partner was sitting here in the throne, on their throne, and they had a plan, but the plan has changed now, and they're not really sure which way to move forward. So I don't know what it is that's caused this change. I get the impression that it could have something to do with your defensive posturing. Just being honest here, just telling you what I see. Hold on, I'll let it down again. You know, but what I keep getting drawn back to, Virgo, is you, the sun and the moon, and how these two connect here with the Ace of Wands in reverse. I'm going to clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse. Can we please clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse for Virgo and our partner, please? We got the Ace of Wands right underneath the Two of Wands in reverse. So it may have been you, Virgo. It could have been you. Opening yourself up, being honest with your partner and saying it's not going to work out. I've got to take this new passion back. And then you retreating back into your safe place. Well, that's thrown them off a little bit. Egos might be hurt. There could be some bruised egos for sure here. But let's find out what this Ace of Wands in reverse is about. Eight of Wands. Knight of Cups. I just heard poetry. The Eight of Swords. All these eights in reverse. We've got 3 eights on the board here. You guys are really wanting something different. The reason, Virgo, that I think you're pulling away from your partner is that you really are desiring true romance. There is a desire to have romance back in your life. And you're just so tired. Your partner seems very stressed out, can't sleep at night, can't make any plans. They seem empty. They feel empty inside. Some of them might be dependent upon you, like codependent. I'm getting that as well. And because you're not feeding into that anymore, Virgo, you could be just really trying to take care of yourself. In the short term, this can feel very bad, okay? It might be why you're not feeling well. I know that sounds crazy, but when you do what's right for you, it can also feel extremely uncomfortable for a short period of time. And some of you are just sort of taking your power back. I'm getting that you're taking your power back and you've decided to make your own decisions about your life. You're afraid of losing love because you don't want to be alone. But you've been through this so many times with this person, and I think this person is really beginning to see that they're really beginning to get clarification that you're truly You're truly pulling away from them. You are truly on the path of not feeding into this my way or the highway stuff that's happening. And you know what, Virgo, that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's just scary because when you love someone, you don't always, walking away isn't always the answer, okay? But I feel that you're pulling away. Some of you may have cut off sex, like, it's not going to happen. Some of you have just sort of withdrawn, and it's gotten to the point where you're both so withdrawn that nobody's speaking to each other. And it's sort of like a play on, like a power play of, you know, who's going to break down first and cry? Who's going to fall apart first? I see that you both still love each other. It's just that you're definitely needing to take care of yourself right now. And you're needing to take a step back from everything in your life and look at it in its totality and decide what it is that is best for you and your heart. Because you have a very gentle heart. Some of you are very skilled lovers. And so I don't know what that has to do with anything. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I don't know what that was about. Some of you are wondering, is it my skill? Is it my skills is why they're still with me? Do they really love me, or do they just keep me around because I'm good at what I do? That's a really nasty feeling to have, Virgo, and I don't like that you're feeling that way, and I can understand why you're pulling away, and you're living your moon life. You're going within to find your answers at this time, and not only that, but you also see yourself as someone that is pure at the same time. And so, you know, you're going to take back your passion here because you're not being allowed to express yourself. So you're going to just express yourself to yourself, if that makes any sense. I don't know. You express yourself to yourself. What are the obstacles and blocks here? What are the obstacles and blocks to this relationship moving forward? What are the obstacles and blocks? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, obviously somebody's not dealing fairly here, okay? It's like, I give you $5, you give me back $3 and change. And you think I don't notice this? I notice, okay? I'm aware. Ten of Cups in reverse. So the family unit right now is not where you know it can be, Virgo. And you almost feel responsible for that, but some of you are in a position where you feel like you need to be selfish with regards to the family unit in order to take care of yourself. Wheel of Fortune. There's fear that many of you have been very selfless throughout this relationship. Very selfless. Giving. And it's beginning to have some repercussions. For many of you, Virgo, this is something that you've done over and over and over again in your relationships. Your luck is changing because you are changing. You are noticing that things are not equal and balanced. You're noticing that you can't just give of yourself constantly in order to live the Ten of Cups lifestyle, which is a real life and it is a real feeling, but it's been fake for you for a while because you haven't been in the center of it. Okay, you've been on the side here making it work, but there's a lot of self-sacrificing here. Too much self-sacrificing going on, too much working going on. Definitely feeling that things aren't fair. You're definitely not getting what's fair. And now with the Wheel of Fortune here as an obstacle, to me, this is telling me that You know, some of you have some money or good luck coming your way. And this is not necessarily an obstacle, but when it comes to love, it can be an obstacle because it can get in between your relationship and it can change things. It can definitely change things. Let's clarify. Why do we have the Wheel of Fortune here for Virgo's obstacles and blocks, please? The Wheel. When I very first started this reading, I kept thinking over and over again, the cycle, it's a cycle. It's a cycle, and you know it, Virgo. You know it's a cycle, and therefore you can't necessarily just blame other people because you know that this is a situation that you yourself have put in over and over and over again. And that being the case, it's like because you know it, you can't unknow it. This is going to affect your relationship. This is going to affect your love life. Because some people can't change. So if you are in a situation where you are wanting to break out of this cycle, but you're in a relationship with someone that is keeping you stuck, then you're going to have to find a way to make it work. That doesn't mean that you are going to suffer or constantly be suffering. Let's ask the Crystal Angel Oracle cards for advice. Angels, what advice do you have for my sweet Virgos? Get out of this cycle, the cycle of self-sacrifice. Which, let's get out of this cycle. I don't know what's going on outside. It's like the end of the world out there, but it's nice and calm in here. Nice and calm inside. All right. Thank you, angels. What advice do we have? Your positive focus and willingness to receive has opened the doorway to abundance of help and opportunity. Apophyllite. So I don't know how to say this word. Okay, I'm not going to pretend I know stuff I don't know. But this is really bringing me to this Wheel of Fortune. All right. So what's happened for some of you, Virgo, is you have received more support. And because of it, you're revamping and rethinking your life. Could be financial support. I'm really getting that for a lot of you. Finances are equaling freedom right now. And so it's changing. The cycle is changing. And there is a doorway of abundance here. But it's not in love, okay? It's not in your relationship. It's abundance of a different type is what I'm getting. Larimar. Well, kind of crystals I've never seen before. Sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra care and gentleness. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. With the moon here, I really said the word retreat. I feel like this right here is defensiveness, okay? To me, it's like being defensive. It's like everything you say to me, I feel like I have to argue why I didn't do anything wrong. And this can make you, this is exactly what's being sensitive gives you this feeling of defensiveness as well. So what this is telling us, what the angels are telling you is that know that because of the sensitivity that you're feeling, because you've allowed yourself to really open up and be yourself, the sensitivity that you're feeling, it's okay to go ahead and retreat. And it's okay to take care of yourself first right now. Virgo, you guys need some rest, okay? I feel like you guys need some rest because what is that saying? I just had that saying. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And this is for daddies too. This isn't gender-based, guys. But it's just that saying that like a lot of people, even though it seems like they don't pay you attention. They pay you a lot of attention. Even though they're sitting around like this, not even looking at you, they're paying you attention because they're linked with you intuitively. And so when your cup runs dry and you're not feeling good, everyone around you does feel that, okay? So it is okay to withdraw and do whatever it is you need to do to take care of yourself for a short period of time. You will be surprised how many people around you are actually supportive of that. They don't want you to work yourself into the ground. That is not, for some people, working really hard nonstop is how they show love. And they're just letting me know that, you know what, Virgo, I know that you still love me. You don't have to work so hard, okay? You don't have to work so hard. And in fact, with this Wheel of Fortune, your financial situation could definitely be changing for the future. I mean, for the better. And then Sherrod, spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. Beautiful. Well, with the sun and the moon definitely gives me that impression. It's sort of like the universe really is watching out for you, Virgo, when you're afraid to watch out for yourself, or you feel like you can't watch out for yourself because you're so busy protecting and taking care of other people. But it started to really eat you up, and you're really needing some time now to take care of yourself. I mean, go get a manicure. Go take a long bath. If you're, whatever it is you like to do it. Whatever it is that relaxes you. Take a long bike ride, do some gardening, mow the lawn. I don't know. Whatever it is, do it. And put everything else aside. Make that your priority. People may not like it. But what's going to happen is everything's going to turn around and you're going to see things differently once you get the rest. And the retreat, you need a retreat. I just heard retreat. If any of you have the opportunity to go on a church retreat or a yoga retreat or something of that nature, please take it. Please take that opportunity. That's why I heard that. They want you to go. You are being protected spiritually. So you are feeling so tired and sensitive because you now have increased support. And sometimes you have to fall apart to put yourself back together, okay? You've got to fall apart all the way to put yourself back together. And sometimes working and moving and staying busy is only going to make you more exhausted, correct? It's not necessarily what I mean by falling apart. Sometimes in the stillness and in being quiet and giving ourselves space, that's when we finally fall apart. We keep running around working so hard and never stopping, so we don't have to stop and face what's going on here. Okay, but I guarantee you, your partner is feeling your feelings, even though they're not being expressive about it. They know, because look at what they're going through right here. They know, okay? They know that something's wrong, and they do love you, so that's why they can't sleep at night. They feel empty, okay? They can't make a plan to save their life, because as much as they act like staunch and unyielding, they actually are very, very dependent upon you, okay? So I think it's time for you to take a look at that for sure, to see, yeah, look what just flew out for me, the Two of Pentacles in reverse while I was shuffling. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is, juggling your life and handling it and doing it well. It's in reverse. So it's like trying to balance yourself on a big ball, and you can't. You're going to fall off, okay? It doesn't work that way. You're not able to do everything, Virgo. And you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. The universe is aware, your partner is aware, and whatever else people in your life are aware. Financially, I think your finances are going to change a little bit, where you will get some rest, and this is going to help you to not have to juggle all the time and face the things that you need to face. Angels, what is the most likely outcome for Virgo for love, April 2019? What is the most likely outcome for love? Oh, I know why. I know why it's so crazy outside. It's because it's the full moon tonight. Super moon too. Yeah, some people get crazy on the full moon. I'm affected, but I don't get mean or anything. I just get affected in many ways. Sometimes I get jazzed up. Sometimes I feel exhausted. Sometimes I'm just very empathic, and that's why I'm feeling all of this. Okay, these 3 cards literally sat on my arm and were like, we're coming out. Most likely outcome, the Empress. Okay, this is amazing because this is letting me know that, guess what? You are going to be productive again and beautiful. This is such a beautiful, this really is a Virgo card to me. Very feminine, very productive, perpetually pregnant, and absolutely beautiful. But she has the kind of beauty that's soft. It's not the kind of beauty that is, how do I describe this? It's an inward and an outward beauty, and it's just a glowing, okay? So I do feel like moving into April, you will get some rest, and you will get yourself together again. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. The Queen of Pentacles, another beautiful card, especially for you, Virgo, especially for you. This is, of course, a Earth card, so I definitely see this strong in Capricorn and in Virgo. The Queen of Pentacles is someone that is well-liked and well-loved by everyone around her, okay? So moving into April, you're going to get the rest and the support that you need. Whatever the cycle is that you're going through, you are going to be okay. I think rather than fight and try to make something happen, I feel like it's like you're swimming up tide. I feel like you need to swim down tide, like down along with the fishes. You know what I mean? Hold on. Some of y'all must be dealing with the Pisces. Sorry, this is getting long. And then we have the Four of Wands. So beautiful, beautiful outcome for you guys. So I began this reading. This is how we begin this reading. Queen of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Wands in the upright, and the Emperor. And we end it with the Empress. What a beautiful balancing out of you and your partner this will be. Virgo, you just need to be selfish now. You need to be selfish. Spend some time in your garden. Do things. Put your feet in the earth. Take your shoes off. Hopefully where you're living, if it's warm, you can take your shoes off and just put your feet in the dirt. Do some gardening if that's what you love to do. Whatever is calming to you, okay? It's going to put you exactly where you should be, all right? And the Queen of Pentacles, literally to me, is the epitome of what keeps the Ten of Cups, the happy family life together. So everything that you're wanting to be right now, you can't be because you're just working too hard, okay? And then the Four of Wands, there is going to be celebrations. There's going to be firmer foundations. And what I need you to realize, Virgo, is that you are loved. You are loved. You are supported. Look at all this support from the heavens and from around you. Support and spiritual protection. Really a nice turnout for this reading. I really don't think it could have gotten any better. Bottom of the deck,